A very warm welcome to Must Know Topics. In this particular series, I'll be taking down various lecturate and GD topics which will be helpful in various competitive examinations, including Services Selection Board interviews. The topic that I'll be covering today will be Northeast, and this will be the 42nd lecturate of the series. I'll be covering this particular topic in 10 divisions, that is introduction part, major issues, insurgency, reasons for insurgency, Manipur, Assam, Nagaland, need to know information, government initiatives, and finally the conclusion part. Well, coming to the introduction, there are 7 states in the northeast which share only 2% of the border with the rest of the country via the Siliguri corridor, which is also known as Chicken Neck. So over here, this particular area is the Siliguri corridor or the Chicken Neck, and it covers totally 8% of the area of the country and constitutes to 4% of the total population. Talking about its diversity, there are 262 tribes in total. Well, coming to the major issues, there are 2 major issues in northeast, that is underdevelopment and insurgency, because of which there is no development happening and northeast is getting isolated from the country day by day. Now the reasons for the underdevelopment: isolation from the rest of the country. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, that it is connected by only this particular area, which is just 2% of the border, and because of which it gets isolated from the rest part of the country. Now primitive agriculture practice is also one of the major reasons. Natural calamities, since it is forest area, more number of natural calamities occur over there, and poor transport and other infrastructural facilities are not available because of less development, and there is a lack of investment and political stability because of insurgency happening over there. Coming to the insurgency is supported by China, Bangladesh and Myanmar. Insurgency in Mizoram ended in the year 1980s with civil action and administration. Now the problem states are Assam, Nagaland, Manipur and Tripura, where in Tripura previously in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections around 84% of the people participated and voted, and this happened because of the present government over there, because of their initiatives. Now one of the major reasons for the insurgency is the sharing of international borders. We know that northeast shares borders with Bangladesh, Myanmar, Arunachal Pradesh, and there is an influx of Bangladeshi. Moreover, there is a nexus between politician and the insurgent groups, and there is a nexus of ISI with Alpha, that is United Liberation Front of Assam, an insurgent group which openly supported Kashmiri as freedom fighters. Now this is all because of the radicalization as well that is happening over there. Moreover, talking about Manipur, now this is the only state which has not been carved out of Assam. Now basically all the states, like all the northeastern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, all these have been isolated, all these have been carved out of Assam. There are 3 major insurgent groups over there, that is United Liberation Front of Manipur, People Liberation Army and Kuki Land Movement. Now all these are fighting for autonomy of the tribal groups over there, and they are demanding withdrawal of AFSPA. AFSPA is Armed Forces Special Power Act. Then the custodial death of Manorma Devi also resulted in the protest in Manipur, a wide protest, and the Kuki Land Movement. So this particular insurgent group is demanding for a separate homeland for Kukis. Coming to the state Assam, well, the main insurgent groups which are active over there are Alpha, that is United Liberation Front of Assam, NDFB, that is National Democratic Front of Bodoland, and BLT, that is Bodoland Liberation Tigers. Now illegal migrants from Bangladesh have settled in Assam, which has caused influx in Assam, and this has resulted in change in demography and pressure on economy. And because of this, NRC was also implemented over there, and as of August 2018 around 40 lakh citizens have been left out of NRC. So in this particular slide you can see that before total exclusion which was there before the final NLRC was around 41,73,169, and recently after the 2019 report, the final report, it includes that total exclusion in final NLRC is around 19,06,657. So these many people have not been able to prove that they are the citizen of Assam. Coming to Nagaland, there are two Nagas. There are two classifications of Nagas. One is the Thankul Nagas and the other is the Burmese Nagas. Now, Indian government declared ceasefire with Nagas. Ceasefire in Hindi is called as Yudh Viram in 1997, and Nagas are demanding merger of 4 districts of Manipur and some other states, major districts, with Nagaland. Now, you can see a headline over here that states that the progress has been shown in dealing with Nagas, that is the Outfit signed Cease Agreement with Sender in the year 1997, then signs preamble in 2017 with 6 Naga political groups to continue discussions. So discussion is only the way in order to resolve the issues, insurgency issues which is happening over there, and this can be done with political talks only. Well, some need to know information about Northeast. Well, most treasured and eco-friendly area which is famous for art, folk, food and traditions. Well, this is the Bihu dance, famous Bihu dance. Moreover, these are the tea gardens of Assam, and this is the Shillong city. Well, tea gardens of Assam are world famous. Moreover, Bihu dance and Hornbill festivals are some of the major cultures, and Shillong particularly is called as the musical capital of India. Talking about the government initiatives, well, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in the year 2014 visited Nagaland to inaugurate 7-day long Hornbill festival. Now basically this shows that there is an improved relation with the northeastern state. Now basically the northeastern states have been isolated so far in the previous few decades, but with the government initiative, the government is able to bind the northeast with India. Moreover, there are natural economic zones in northeast, and it would be the first priority to nourish them. Moreover, the government has planned to develop 6 new agricultural colleges in northeast, because northeast is also known as the capital of organic culture. Ishan Uday, this is a MHRD, that is Ministry of Human Resource and Development scheme, scholarship scheme specifically and specially for the northeast students who are from northeastern part of India. Well, development of tourism is also happening by creating highways, airways, waterways and highways, and moreover India is improving its relation with foreign countries like Japan and Asian countries, which will be very much helpful in developing the northeastern part. Well, coming to the conclusion, for foreign policy, it can be opened up to Asian for trade, commerce and education, as I mentioned earlier. Moreover, the northeastern part is of strategic importance to the country, and as I had mentioned earlier as well, that it shares only 2% of the border with the rest part of the country, and that is via a 50-kilometer corridor which is known as Chicken Leg or the Siliguri corridor. So I hope this topic would have been useful. In case you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you.